Special at-home edition of Ravens Rundown powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you with breaking news as the Baltimore Ravens have agreed to terms on a new 3-year extension with wide receiver Rashod Bateman. Big for both Baltimore and Bateman. We'll explain why. Let's start with the Baltimore Ravens vantage point. This team certainly needed some help at the wide receiver position this offseason. With OBJ gone, they needed to find a partner of sorts with Zay Flowers. The expectation we heard the last several weeks from both John Harbaugh and Eric DeCosta was that they felt like Rashod Bateman was ready to step into that role and play a significant part in this Ravens offense in 2024. Now they've put their money where their mouth is. They're investing, they're believing in Rashod Bateman long term to be that guy. For Rashod Bateman's vantage point, this is somebody that, let's be honest, he's shown flashes at times, but he struggled to stay healthy and struggled to be consistent in the Ravens offense. So now here is a huge opportunity for Rashod Bateman to really show what he's worth, to be that number 2 guy, and that the Ravens trust and believe that he can be that guy, giving him this deal for the next 3 years. So I like it for both sides involved. Can't imagine it's a whole lot of money, to be honest, so it seems like a win-win. What is your one-word reaction to the Ravens getting this deal done with Rashod Bateman, locking him up for the next 3 years? I feel very good about it. My one word is solid. This was a move that I feel good about. This is a solid move for both parties involved. Locks things up. I like it. Give me your one-word reaction. Let us know in the comments section below. Folks, this is why you subscribe to Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. I was just getting ready to head into the office and get along with my day, but then this news happened. We had to stop what we were doing, put all our resources together, and bring you a video here on the channel for the latest happenings on your Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be an exciting week ahead as the Ravens get ready for the draft, and we'll be breaking down every pick as it happens in real time here on the channel. Any other moves that go on with your Ravens, whether it's a free agent signing, a trade, we're going to talk about it here on the channel. We are your Ravens offseason headquarters, not just for the draft, but for all things going on throughout this offseason. We've been covered here on Ravens Rundown. We'll continue to do so. Subscribe now. Join the family. If anything, do it as a thank you for us putting our resources together to bring you this video, even when I haven't got to the office yet. That's the best way you can help us out. Subscribe now to Ravens Rundown. You'll be glad you did. Let's start with this statement from Ravens General Manager Rashod Bateman. He says, "We are pleased to announce that we've extended Rashod Bateman's contract through the 2026 season. Congratulations to Bate and his family. This is a good day for the Ravens." And now here's a real opportunity. This is what we're talking about here with Rashod Bateman going forward. About his role in this Ravens offense. If you recall, entering 2022, when Hollywood Brown had departed, the year before Zay Flowers had arrived, that was supposed to be the year that Rashod Bateman was going to take over and blossom and be the Ravens' number 1 receiver. He didn't stay healthy long, missed most of the season, and only ended up with 15 catches for 285 yards and 2 touchdowns, and never really came into his own, right? That was a missed opportunity, if you will, for Rashod Bateman. Then last year, the Ravens bring in Zay Flowers. They bring in OBJ, and Rashod Bateman was kind of forgotten about, right? His role was greatly reduced from what it was expected to be in 2022, as last year he only had 32 catches, 367 yards, and a touchdown. You go back to his rookie season. That's when we saw the glimpses of what Rashod Bateman had potential to be, right? 46 catches, 515 yards and a touchdown, but did suffer a season-ending injury. But the Ravens saw enough to say, yeah, we feel really good about Rashod Bateman, that we can go ahead and move on from Hollywood Brown and get a first-round pick, which, looking back, ended up being a very good move. That was a draft trade, too, by the way. And that they felt confident that Bateman could step into that role. Now, although the trade worked out and they got a first-round pick, which turned into Tyler Linderbaum, Bateman didn't fill the necessary position that Hollywood Brown was in, but obviously Hollywood Brown didn't play too great in Arizona nonetheless. So if you're the Baltimore Ravens, there's a couple things in mind here. Rashod Bateman needs to step in and be a capable number 2 receiver. You've invested the money. You need him to stay healthy. You've seen the flashes. Now we need to see the consistency, and we need to see him stay healthy. What this also does, this should not stop the Baltimore Ravens from adding more receiver help. Whether it is in the NFL draft this weekend, or whether it's a potential trade or free agent signing, just because you've paid Rashod Bateman does not mean that should stop you from everything else of potential moves here. If there's a guy, let's say, if it's just throwing some names out there, Adonai Mitchell, Xavier Worthy, Keon Coleman, Lad McConkey, whatever it may be, you should still go get that guy if you want him. If there's a receiver you really like, go ahead and get him as far as I'm concerned. Don't let getting this deal done for Rashod Bateman stop you, because here's the key, all right? When we talk about the Baltimore Ravens in 2024, they lost a lot on defense, and the key for the Ravens to get back to where they want to go, to be a team competing for the AFC and to try to get to the Super Bowl, for what they lost on defense, they needed to make up for offensively. And now there's an opportunity for the Ravens. Go ahead and take that next step, and you bring back Bateman. Now go get another receiver, and let's see that offense take that next step up from here. That's what I'm looking for the Baltimore Ravens, is for that offense to make up for what they lost defensively. What would you guys grade this deal? A, B, C, D, or F? I know it's kind of hard to grade without the terms, knowing what those are just yet, but I like the idea of taking care of this by not making Rashod Bateman play on a contract year or approve a deal of some sorts. Just go out there and play free. Go play ball and do your thing. And like I said, I doubt it's going to cost a ton of money. I think this is going to be at least a B. Hard to imagine that being worse in 3 years. I would think that there's going to be some opportunities. If Bateman is a dud this year, the Ravens probably find a way to get out of this contract one way or the other. So I feel pretty satisfied and good about this. I'm going to go with a B. Give me your grade in the comments section. Let us know what you think. Appreciate you joining us here on this special edition of Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. Going to be an awesome week ahead here on the channel with our continuing draft coverage. Got a mock draft, my final mock draft that we'll put out later today, so be on the lookout for that. Also, news and rumors tomorrow. We'll give you one last lead up to the draft of everything you need to know on the Baltimore Ravens before they are on the clock tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that here on the channel. And subscribe now. Don't miss a moment. Help us reach our next milestone, 16.5K subs here on the channel. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us here on Ravens Rundown. We will see you this week here with NFL Draft coverage.